Hi and welcome to this new video. Today I have 22 book recommendations, Taylor's version. Obviously, not that obvious, but okay. Taylor team. Anyway, so 22 books, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Based on Taylor Swit albums, which equals to 2 books per album. If you know, you know. 11 albums. I put them in order in front of me. I also have my phone here, so I can look up my ratings if I wanted to. But I don't think that's very necessary. I am gonna open my notes app to find the list of books. The books are lying in front of me too, but to be sure. Obviously we're gonna start at the beginning. Debut, self-named album, Taylor Swift. These books are, some of them are related to a specific song, whereas others are more like the vibes. I don't know. The first book that I put there is Heartless by Elsie Silver. Honestly, it's a vibe thing. It's the cowboy. It's the country vibes, but this one felt a little better than Red. I don't know. I don't think that's the first one actually. Ow, jeez, my nail worked. That's like purely vibes. So what is this? This is book 2 of the Chestnut Spring series. It's about Cade and what was her name? I forgot her name. Willa. I was thinking Ella, Bella, but that was not it. Willa. I'm gonna very quickly flip my screen back so I don't look at it all the time. I really do hope that it didn't zoom in. So, Willa and Cade. It is single parent, nanny. It's on a farm. It's country. It's vibes. I love this book so much. Then the second one I put on here for debut is Shatter Me, which is book 1 in the Shatter Me series. I think mostly because of like A Place in This World and things like that, because that's kind of what it feels like. Someone looking for her place in this world. In this case, Juliet, kind of figuring it all out, her powers and stuff like that. That's mostly why I chose this one, because it just feels like it's fitting with the teenager who's looking for a place in this world. That's why I picked it. So those are my 2 debut books. Then we have Fearless, Taylor's version. The first one, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, obviously. And the first one is Love Story by Lindsay Kelly. This is her first book that I ever read, her only book that I've read, and oh my god, am I obsessed with it. This is so made for the Swifties. I had never heard of her, which is probably my own fault, but I found it, I saw it, it was pink, it's a love story, I was obsessed. Immediately, I wanted to read it, and it's amazing. It's a small town book. It's enemies to lovers, but like more like work enemies. It's kind of forbidden romance because of their fathers. She's a teacher and a writer, but that's like also a big part. But just the vibes. It's small town. He's a creative director. It's spicy, it's sweet, it's fun. It's not that spicy, it's a little spicy. It's a very fun rom-com. I'm obsessed. Love story. This just really, really feels like the song Love Story. Like the forbiddenness to it and just the vibes. Amazing book, this. Absolutely amazing. Then the second one is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Did I love this book? No. Do I feel like it fits the vibes of Fearless? Yes, I do. That's really all. It kind of feels like the song Fearless, like and I don't know why, but With you I dance in a storm in my best dress, fearless. That's really what this feels like. Yeah, that's why I picked this one. Then, Speak Now, Taylor's version. For me, Speak Now is a very fairy tale-esque, romancy album. I don't read a ton of fantasy, so these are both romance books, but they fit the vibes. The first one is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher, which is book 1 in the Dreamland Billionaires. Why? Because Dreamland really gives me that vibe. It's kind of fairy tale-esque, it's fun, and also the romance in here and like the wait, what? And like the banter? Is that like a good thing to say? The banter kind of gives me those vibes as well. This book is about Rowan and Sarah. I don't know. Like also just her, the female main character really gives me Speak Now vibes. Like the way she's like, I'm not gonna spoil anything. It's on the back of the book, okay? It's like just doing it and like the drunk the thing that when she was drunk she put in like her proposal for the park and stuff like that, and just Rowan, like the older, I think he's older actually, I'm not 100% sure, it gives older vibes. I feel like this is very Speak Now coded. And then we have By the Book by Jasmine Guillory. Whoa, I'm sorry if I butchered that. This one. It is the second book in the Meant to Be novel series, but these are all very much standalones. They have nothing to do with each other except for the fact that these are Disney retellings. So this is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's very rom-com-y. It's like very much sunshine and grumpy, like he's very grumpy. It just really feels Speak Now coded, like in a way. I don't really know what else to say about it. She works for a publishing company. He's a writer, but he's struggling, and she goes to his house to help him out, where she also picks up writing her romance novel again. Yeah. This just really feels like Speak Now coded to me. Taylor's version. Like, I can see you. Yes, please. This, I don't have a specific song in mind, but this. Great. Then, album Way. Debut, Fearless, Speak Now. Red, and album number 4, Red. Taylor's version, obviously. We only listen to Taylor's version in this house, okay? Look, Taylor Swit. These are both Anna Hong books. Don't ask me why, they just give me that. The first one is actually very obvious. If I see Anna Hong books and I say Red, Taylor's version, I'm saying Twisted Hate. Because of Red, maybe a little bit, but just their vibes, like Jules, her vibes are very Red coded to me. Yeah. That. I don't really have much to say except for the fact that her nickname is Red and her vibes, his vibes a little bit less, but her vibes are extremely Red coded to me personally. Obviously, this is all very personal, yeah? Don't forget that. And then, King of Greed. This is book 3 in the Kings of Sin series, also by Anna Hong. Like the second chance romance, right? Yeah. Like the figuring their relationship out again. It's very like, in my opinion, it's kind of all too well coded. It's kind of begin again. It's kind of better man, but then ending up in a good way, not in a bad way kind of book. I love this. That's why I pick it, mostly because of Bitter Man, because Dominic really has some work to do in this book, and he did the work, kinda. But so did Alessandra. So these are my two read Taylor's version picks. Next. What's next? 1989. Taylor's version. So, for me, 1989 is a very happy album. It's a very lovely album. It's a spicy album, in my opinion. So, book 1, Icebreaker by Hannah Grace. Book 1 in the Maple Hills. What, right? Maple Hills? I think it's Maple Hills series. Why 1989? Well, because it is 1989 coded. It's kind of style, it's kind of blank space, it's kind of... What else is it? How you get the girl, it's kind of a lot of things. But this feels very 1989 coded to me. I don't think it was supposed to be 1989 coded when I look at the bag, because it says Sparks Fly, which obviously is a Speak Now song. But for me, this one is very 89 coded. 1989. It's very like city lights in the dark. It's very party-esque. It's really hard to explain, but that is really... This book is 1989 Taylor's version, to me personally. And then the second one is Throttled by Lauren Asher. You will definitely know who my favorite authors are after this. This is book 1 in the Dirty Air series. This feels extra, like this is a formula for F1 romance. So like her, she like starts vlogging and stuff, and it just really feels 1989 coded. It feels very I Know Places. It feels very style. It feels very blank space, but from his side. He's kind of a player, but he switches it for her. Also, this, like these two books, weird because these are not the same books at all. Like, one's hockey romance, one is F1 romance. They're both kind of grumpy and sunshine, but whereas here the female main character is a grumpy one and the male main character is like a golden retriever, this one feels the other way around, so he's kind of grumpy and she's sunshine. They just both give me city lights in the dark vibes, but at the same time it gives me campfire vibes. It's really hard to explain actually. But it's also like this one feels kind of Wonderland coded as well. Like the that's just 1989 is very much camera related in my mind. Like it's both beach related and city related in a way. Anyway, these are my two 1989 Taylor's version always picks. Then we have Reputation. These two books are like Reputation is not just very like, for me it kind of is almost more of a romance album than Lover is. Lover feels like slightly less happy almost, whereas Reputation really is, she's really falling for him. But also she's figuring out herself. She's having her revenge moment. She's having her powerful girl woman moment. So the first book that I picked for this is Ignite Me, which is book 3 in the Shatter Me series. Because in this book, Julia really grows in a way, and it's really just getting into her look what you made me do era. Like, that's mostly why I picked this one. Not necessarily because of the romance, but just because of that. This feels so incredibly, look what you made me do, I did something bad, ready for it, like that. Really feels like this book, in my opinion. Just her growing into her power. So, that one. And then, this one might kind of be either an extremely popular or a very unpopular opinion. And this book is Twisted Games by Anna Hong, which is book 2 in the Twisted series. I don't know if I said that, but Twisted Hate is book 3. Twisted Games, why? Because it gives me a reputation. It's giving gorgeous, it's giving delicate, it's giving look what you made me do, it's giving I did something bad, it's ready for it, it's also very much call it what you want, it's King of My Heart, it's Endgame, it's really every single song on Reputation, in my opinion. The romance, it's very much like an addictive romance, but like at the same time you have Bridget really growing into her power as queen, and like that just really feels like Reputation to me. If you don't agree with me, I'm sorry, but this is like a fight with the wall for this one. Like, this is so Reputation coded in my mind. It is so rep. This is just, I cannot picture any other album fitting in Twisted Games. Argue with the wall, okay? That's it. Argue with the wall. Then, oh my god, we're already halfway done? Over halfway even. We're stepping into the Lover era, which is pink and fun, but also really sad. And really, I really want you to be here, but you're not here at all times. But also, it's Lover. It will always be a Lover album in my mind. Book 1 I picked is Wildfire by Hannah Grace, which is book 2 of the Maple Hill series. Read that with my tongue. That hurt. That really hurt. Oh, I think I'm bleeding. Anyway, let's go on. Wildfire by Hannah Grace. So incredibly lover coded. Whoa. It's fun. But at the same time, it's so feeling, like so many feelings, and so like, it's giving False God, it's giving Daylight, it's like more of that side of the album, not necessarily Lover or You Need to Calm Down or I Forgot That You Existed, things like that. It's very much just that. It's also kind of, it's nice to have a friend vibes. It's like not the popular songs on Lover, but it's like the less popular ones, the in my opinion more heartfelt ones. That's really Wildfire for me. It's sunsets, it's campfires, but less. It's more of like a sunset-y waterfall thing. And in my opinion, Lover is that as well. So that one. And then Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams, which is book 2 in the When in Rome series. It's flowers, it's a bodyguard, it's a small town romance, it's like almost Cornelia Street. It's like I don't want to lose you from his side. It's like she really grows into her own power as well in this book, and like it's kind of like figuring out a connection. It's stepping out of her small little girl thing, which kind of feels like this, like kind of happens in Lover, in my opinion, like the You Need to Calm Down stuff and I Forgot That You Existed stuff, but also it's very Daylight and very False God and very It's also kind of Cornelia Street vibes. It's a very fun book, but it's also like a book that really fits in with Lover, for me at least. So this one. And then I need my phone real quick. I know we're at Folklore, okay? I'm not an idiot. I love Folklore. It's one of my favorite albums. But I have one here. So the first one is actually, it's not Summer Without You, but I don't have it with me right now. Will always have Summer with me, by Jenna Han. So basically, the Summer I Turned Pretty series, except for the first one. That doesn't really give me Folklore vibes. Why does it give me Folklore vibes? I have no freaking idea. Probably because of the love triangle, and that's about it. Even though Folklore is my favorite, one of my favorite albums, don't ask me to pick favorites. They're all my favorites, but like, Folklore is just slightly better than anything else, in my opinion. But not really. But anyways, it just feels very like Betty and August and Cardigan and the beachy vibes and like, it's not giving illicit affairs, and it's not giving My Tears Ricochet and stuff like that. Did I switch something? No, I did not. It's really giving that. I don't have anything else to say, really. It's mostly because of the love triangle. I know that the album is about a lot more, but it's mostly about that. Oh no, the printer. That is not good. Okay, I truly hope that is not gonna be annoying. But it's okay. So that. And then, Book Lovers by Emily Henry. This is the only Emily Henry book that I've read, but I find the writing very folklore. It's very lyric-y. It's very lyric-y. That's not at all what I meant. It's kind of like advanced in a way. Hard to explain. This also kind of has this me trying vibes. This also has kind of what else does it have? August, Cardigan. It's just giving me Folklore. Folklore is a summer album, not a fall or a winter. It's 100% a summer album but I listen to it all year round, obviously. But like, just yeah, it just feels very folklore-y. And then again, I don't have anything else to say. That's it. Then we have Evermore, which is Folklore's sister album. A little underrated, but also it's not my favorite in my opinion. I'm very sorry. Very sorry for all of you Evermore fans. The first book is purely because of one song. But for some reason that song is so extremely coordinated to the book that whenever I hear the song, I think of that book. And that book is A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which obviously relates to Nobody No Crime. That's really all to say about the connection in there. The fact that there is no body to the crime, the fact that she's like, I think she did it, but we don't have any evidence. It's don't ask me why, but it just is Nobody No Crime to me. Probably because I listened to it constantly when I was reading the book, but yeah. I hope my hair is not doing weird shit. That's it. That's the only reason I picked it. And then it ends with Us by Colleen Hoover. It's very controversial, I get it. As in, she is very controversial, but the book in and of itself is not bad, okay? Is it? What was that? Is it the best book I've read? No, absolutely not. But it feels very much Evermore to me, okay? We're not gonna think about the promo of the movie, things like that. It just doesn't work. I know, it's bad. I'm sorry. I'm not promoting her, but I didn't figure anything else out. It feels very tolerated, champagne problems. It feels very just those songs mostly, but also kind of Marjorie, and also kind of, it's just very Evermore to me. I know that in the movie there's a folklore song, but that just doesn't really work for me. I think Tolerated has a lot more It Ends With Us coded, in my opinion. If you don't know what It Ends With Us, what was that? It Ends With Us is about, I'm not gonna tell you, I'm sorry. You have been living under a rock. I'm sorry. You really have. We're almost at the last album. We are at Midnights, which is a very underrated album. I love Midnights. I'm not gonna say it's a no-skip album because I do skip Glitch because I really, really hate that song. I just really, really hate that song. Anyway, I picked 2 books. I picked The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Why? I actually don't know anymore. Because it's very midnight coded. It's very like the mystery aspect, but also the romance. Also, I tabbed it and I didn't cut off the tabs for the last part. This just really feels like Midnights. Like the clock, the key. That's really all I have to say. That's it, really. Then, Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh. Oh my gosh. Boys of Tom and Book 1. This is so incredibly, you're on your own, kid, but also kind of, what else? Really, what else is it? Anti-hero? It's also kind of giving me a little, this one's kind of giving me Vigilante. It's something. I don't know, it just feels like you're on your own, kid. Like, truly, this book feels like you're on your own, kid to me. That's really it. Is there anything else I have to say about that? I love them. Johnny and Shannon. That's so amazing. These books have a very special place in my heart. They're amazing. And they're so incredibly long, but it doesn't feel like it. I read both of them back to back because I'm insane. Yeah, it just feels extremely You Run Your Own Kid related. Is there anything else about this that's giving Midnights? Also kind of gives It's Different, also kind of gives Paris, it's also kind of Labyrinth, it's also kind of Snow on a Beach almost. It's kind of, it's Midnights, but not like anti-hero Midnights, You're on Your Own Kid Midnights. If you get it, you get it. If you don't, I'm sorry. I'm insane, I know. We're at the last album. Her newest album, her most insane album, her longest album, her... No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say it's her best, but it is, kinda. It's one of my favorites, for sure. It's up there, okay? It's amazing. I love it. I love both the first part and the second part of it. I love it, okay? And to stick with the Chloe Walsh theme, I have Keeping 13 with this. It's giving so high school, it's giving The Alchemy, it's giving The Bolter, it's giving Tortured Poets Department. Like, really, 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 it's giving that vibes. Also, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, but not within the romance, within like the daddy issues and the mommy issues. Also, like, just, but also, it's also giving But Daddy I Love Him. It's this book is so Tortured Poets related and coordinated for me. There's nothing else to say about it, okay? Once again, I love them. I love these characters. I love this book. I love the torture poets department. It fits so well within this book, in my opinion. Yeah. That's it. And then, the very, very last book, Addicted to You by Krista and Becca Rich. It's giving Fortnite. It's giving the song The Torture Poets Department. It's giving Down Bad. It's giving so much. It just gives those vibes, but not like Badaddy I Love Him and So High School. It's giving more of like the Torture Poets Department itself and Down Bad and like those things. It's, you know what this is giving? I love you, it's ruining my life. That's what this is giving. Like, it's giving the Erasur part where it goes from Down Bad into Fortnite. It's like, if I can't have him, you're ruining my life. I cannot say that word, okay? It's really giving that. It's really, really giving that. That's it. 22 books. I hope that's enough for you guys. I don't even read 22 books in a year. Maybe. Maybe I do actually. Never mind. Let me know if you agree with me, if you like it, if you think it is correct what I'm saying, which obviously it is. Or maybe it's not. It's fine. You don't have to agree with me, but I would say there's not one book that I give less than 4 stars, I think. Most of these are actually 5-star books, I think. Most of these are like maybe 3.5, but probably not, because I barely give out that rating. I think most of these are 4 stars and above. So that's good. Go read them. Go read them, go listen to her music. I love that woman so much. I know I'm insane, but I'm your baby. Yeah. I don't have anything else to say, actually. I hope you had a nice time. If you there want to see more of me, make sure to subscribe. Because they're, yeah, looking a look, crossing my fingers. There will be a video every month from now on. Not like every 6 months. That's really it. Thumbs up if you like, thumbs up. No, not thumbs up. If you didn't like it, why are you still watching? It's the end of the video, okay? You're insane now. Anyway, love you. Bye.